What's up, faders? It's your boy Johnny here, and before we start the show, I would like to say that Got Faded Japan is changing. Now, don't get me wrong. We're not changing, our theme, two dudes, booze, Japan, and the news. We know you love the news, and we're going to continue with that, of course. However, we want to do something different from time to time. And basically what we want to do is we want to interview cool people who are doing awesome things here in Japan. So if you or anybody you know is doing something really awesome in Japan, and maybe that's a hobby or a job, or you're starting a company or whatever, contact Got Faded Japan at Instagram. Go to our Instagram and just send us a message, and we'd love to have you on the show because there's nothing more awesome than hanging out with cool people who are doing awesome things here in Japan. So yes, definitely contact us, and we'll definitely see you soon. All right, without further ado, enjoy the show.
Got Faded Japan!
I'm all about my business, but I ain't got no briefcase. Yeah, all I got's some whiskey. Open now the whiskey, bring it to you. Yeah, I'm leaning up against the door, and my feet set to the floor, and we're messing on and go. Yeah, I've been in before. I'm a broken man, needing remedial lands. I'm all about my business.
What's up, faders? Welcome to yet another action-packed episode of Got Faded Japan, and I am your host, Johnny. And as you fine folks know, Got Faded Japan is about two dudes, booze, Japan, and the news. And faders, in this action-packed episode, this very special action-packed episode, we do not disappoint. We've got two dudes, hey-o, we've got booze, hey-o, and we've got the news, hey-yo! And also, faders, this right here is a very special episode because A, it is Friday the 13th, B, we're doing it live, and C, we're here with the one and only, the front man, the backbone of one of my favorite bands here in Japan, Creep Down. Creep Down, we've got Scotty the man. Scotty, welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Just
kidding.
Scott's a little tired.
I'm glad to be back.
Oh, dude, well, kampai, man. Kampai. Cheers, man.
Cheers. Glad to be back. It's been a while.
It has been a while, man. It's been maybe about a year, maybe 10 months or so. But yes, the seat has been cold, and now it's not. And I went grocery shopping with Steven. It's your new name, Steve. Sorry, Scott. With Scott right before the show, and we got these.
Talking about faded already.
Right? A little bit.
It's white spot on me.
Oh gosh, we're drinking. What are we drinking, Scott?
Gin and soda.
Gin and soda, and they come in these lovely Suntory cans. It's the Suntory Gin Sui.
Very beautiful.
Very beautiful, great design, and it is 7%. So this is definitely going to be an action-packed episode, so fasten your seatbelt, faders. Holy smokes. Now, Scott, this is episode number 779.
779, that's
ridiculous.
Oh, man.
That's ridiculous. That's Joe Rogan territory.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you need a best hits.
A greatest hits?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Compilation.
I barely have enough time to do this show. That's why we're doing it so late on a Friday. Oh my gosh. Now, Scott, something that I'm doing for all our guests on the show is giving gifts. And so this is for you and your family. Here you go.
Thank you.
Yes.
This is a skull and
well, you can open it.
Very creepy. Very creepy.
It's very creeped down.
Make sure my girls wear this.
Oh, your kids are going to love it.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. Slayer.
That's also for your kids.
Oh, yeah.
It always makes me like really happy when I see a little kid, like a cute little kid with a Slayer shirt. So yeah, your kids can wear these. Maybe, your kids are about this tall. This could be like, maybe like, I don't know, nightwear.
Yeah.
Yeah. They'll have good dreams of Slayer. I think this is for South of Heaven. Fantastic. Excellent. Or Raining Blood. I'm not sure which one, but yeah, so this is for you, man. Thank you so much for being on the show, Scott.
Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that.
Excellent, man. And so, Scott, you are doing so much wonderful stuff here in Japan. You've got the band Creep Down. Creep Down has been kicking butt and taking names. It has been for a very long time. Recently, you guys are performing an incredible amount. You guys have a fabulous new bassist, and yeah, you guys are just doing so many great things. And yeah, tell us about what you've been up to.
From the band, I know we've been around for a long time, so just got a new bassist recently. It's been about 3 months, I think, maybe 3 or 4 months, and just just trucking along, just doing our old music and trying to write new music. We have a good nucleus. That's all. It's really nice that no one complains or anything, and we're just really tight. It's nice. We get in, get out, we do our shit, and we have a good show. We have a good time. So it's all that matters, right?
Yeah, 100%. And one thing that I really like about your band when you guys perform live is that you guys are very, very active. I mean, your bassist Peter he's getting out in the audience and he's running around and performing and just like he's putting on a show. So are you. You're jumping around and
Been
stuff.
doing that for a long time.
Yeah. But I mean, it's kind of like your trademark, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He asked me if it was okay to do that, and I said, no, it's not okay.
And he does it anyway.
But he does it anyway. Like, no, no, not this time, not this song. Yeah, no, I'm kidding. But of course, I don't care. Yeah, as long as the crowd isn't liking it and involved, that's all that matters. Yeah, for sure. But we have a cool show. We don't make it boring. So you come to our show and you're gonna have a good time.
Yeah,
Sure. Yeah,
absolutely.
and we
Absolutely.
play well, hopefully enjoyable music. 90s kind of rock, and yeah, that's our thing. Creepy horror, you know.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's Friday the 13th, you know. I mean, yeah. I mean, I think your music's absolutely fitting for like today, you know. So we'll definitely put one or two of your tracks at the end of this podcast. So if you're listening to it, you'll get that. And if you're watching it on YouTube, which you should, we're definitely going to have a couple of videos at the end of this episode too. And yeah, and if you're watching this on Patreon, and you should be supporting us on Patreon, please help us keep the lights on and I guess alcohol in our fridge. And yeah, if you do that, definitely you're going to get a little couple of bonuses and stuff, which is going to be really cool.
We'll get you some cans.
Well, yeah, yeah, Scott will get you some cans. He's going to hook you up. Great.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Down at the 7-Eleven. So.
Well, yeah. But, all right. So, I mean, you've been on the show several times and you've
Yep.
talked about the origin of your band and the concept of your band. But we've got a lot of new faders listening to the show. And so, for all the new faders that are listening to the show, or, I mean, there's a lot of people coming to Tokyo, you know, or coming to Japan as visitors or as people that are moving to Japan and stuff. And if they want to see a great show and stuff, tell them a little bit about the history of your band to get them interested to come to your shows.
Well, we first started as a cover band, doing Stone Temple Pilot covers, as well as maybe Audio Slave and not Alice in Chains, probably Gin Blossoms or something stupid like that. But it just evolved into just music writing, into making music kind of similar to that. And I've been with my guitarist Jiro for probably over 8 years now, and we just never skip a beat. Like me and him are just really straight. We believe in the music, we believe in ourselves, and we believe what we're doing. And we never had any quarrels or anything like that, and it's just been so stable between me and him. But there is turnaround with drummers and bassists and all that. So I mean, it happens, but like the nucleus is Jiro and myself. So as long as we're together writing music or helping each other, then the band goes on. I mean, everyone else is great. They really add flavor to it. It's evolved to something different, and every bassist or every drummer that we had it's just been a different kind of sound. And this time it's a really I enjoy it. It's heavy. It's really heavy now. It's what I always kind of wanted for the band, to just be heavy and enjoy myself. I have to like my own music, and I really enjoy it, and I'm really believe in it. and I think that we can, once we start recording and getting things out there like professionally, that we can, you know, probably get something going, you know.
Absolutely. So you and Judah are kind of like Ozzy Osbourne and Randy Rhoads.
Well, I would say more like he's like, no, I'm not gonna say it, but yeah, Michael Jackson and you know, he's got. When I first met him, we started doing David Bowie stuff, and I'm like, nope, this is not for me.
I can't imagine you singing anything Bowie.
No, I couldn't. I didn't. So we were in the studio the first time together, and we were doing Stone Temple Pilots covers, and then he started putting David Bowie on, and I'm like, and he's like, maybe this is not for you. I'm like, no.
I can't imagine you doing David Bowie at all. I'm trying to think of like any of his songs. Like, I mean, maybe some of the stuff he did with Iggy Pop, I guess.
You know, I do like David Bowie's style, like the way he, you know, performs on stage and does his music. I think it's very unique, and I think for my music or whatever I'm trying to do is kind of like a similar concept of trying to be unique and do something different, where you don't want to be boring all the time. You're just singing and standing on stage, and you know you just do nothing. You know, it doesn't. You need to engage the crowd,
Yeah.
and you need to have people. You know, you need to force people like, hey, listen to this music, man. You're gonna like it, or something like that. I
It's
don't
like kind of like Dee Snider from Twisted Sister. I mean, that guy, I mean, he would pretty much almost get to the point where he would fight with the audience. He's like, you guys came here. You paid money to come here. If you don't dance, get the hell out of here. You know, I mean, Dee Snider was very aggressive to his audience if they didn't like kind of like interact with him and stuff. You know, there's a documentary about Twisted Sister called We Are MF Twisted Sister, and it is an absolutely must see for anybody that's in a band. It's like a documentary of a band for people who are in bands at all different levels. Is probably one, not no, no, I'll put it out. That is probably one of the best like documentaries that I've ever seen about a band. But the thing is, it stops right at their peak, and it says there's more, but that's another story. And I'm like, oh no, you're going to stop right here, and then that's it. That's the end of the documentary, which kind of sucks, but still.
I wouldn't say that I can't afford to be aggressive. So, I mean, of one time, you know, when you go into the audience, you really have to be careful of who you approach. You really do, because like some people like get the fuck away from me, or like you know, get away, or I've had a couple times in all these performances, and like
What, somebody's like, get the fuck away from me? Like,
actually,
sorry.
somebody wanted to fight me after the show, so let's just
Are
say
you
that.
serious?
Yeah.
Where?
Yeah. That was a long time ago in Heaven's Door. I wasn't being aggressive or anything like that. It was just like, I think I like touched his hand or slapped his hand. Like he was
Give him a high five.
No,
He's like,
like,
I don't do high fives.
like he went to do this or something, and I went, boom. And then I didn't mean to do that hard, and he was really pissed off the whole show, and like I can tell, I'm like, oh shit, like while I'm singing, I'm like, I shouldn't have done that. So, you know, but I've been attacked on stage before. Yeah, I have.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's kinda
remember
like,
you had to choke somebody out for me.
no, that's not true. Let's not talk about that. Yeah.
No names, no names.
Yeah. Last episode, I got faded Japan. See you guys. Oh, by the way, could you pass me another drink?
I can do that.
Absolutely. It's just so hot these days, and I drink so quickly.
It's gonna get hotter next week.
Oh, 32
It's
degrees.
in the 90s. American system, sorry.
Fahrenheit. Yeah, so 91 something Fahrenheit. But it's the humidity is what really sucks here.
It does suck. But no, you know, it's nothing like Arizona.
But Arizona's not humid, is it? It's a desert.
No, you can't go outside.
It's like,
Freaking travel. No,
Oh.
everything's air conditioned to air conditioned. You die. If you in Japan and did what you did in Arizona, you die.
oh my gosh. So what did people just stay inside? I mean, play video games, hang out?
Everything's air conditioned. I'm sorry, I'm from Arizona, by the way. So You just go from air condition to air condition to air conditioning. That's all you do.
Really?
Sometimes you're in the heat, but that heat is, fuck, man. You can cook on the street with that. Yeah,
Wow.
it's bad.
Is it kind of like the Middle East where like people wake up really early to go inside and do all their errands? And then like once it gets really like kind of around like maybe 9, 10 o'clock in the morning when it
Exactly.
gets really, really hot, people just stay inside and they don't go on until like the sun goes down. Is it kind of like that?
Is exactly like that. You work in the morning. I guess you work in the morning. Like if you're doing sports, they do night practices and or morning, and that's the coolest times of the day. It is the desert. So,
Wow. Yeah.
but during the day, like, yeah, man, it's brutal. It's brutal. It's brutal.
Wow.
Mm,
Hmm.
yeah.
What
Like
about, huh?
you're from Michigan, so
Oh yeah, well Michigan's hot and humid. Michigan's kind of like Japan, but it's like not as hot, not as humid.
mm.
You know? And the mosquitoes here are worse than the ones in Michigan. I thought the mosquitoes in Michigan were really bad until I came to Japan, and I'm just like, oh my God, they're like vampires with wings. But I guess vampires do have wings. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but yeah. Mm, that's cool. So, all right, what gives you inspiration for your music? I mean, your music is all, I mean, it's yeah, you've got a lot of different stories and stuff within your music.
Inspiration as in probably depression, of course. Yeah.
Is it depression? You're not depressed, are you? You don't
Um,
seem depressed. I've known you for years.
not so not depressed, just more like things that have affected you in the past
Yeah.
that has fucked you up from that point. Uh,
So human
I
experiences.
don't want to get too personal, but yeah, it just from personal experience of people you loved or people you lost, and that's what kind of driven the lyrics, I would say. And just like creep down to me, like I like to build a haunting vibe
Hmm.
where it's very like kind of haunting kind of music, where it's kind of a little bit different to be, not, it's not, like where you grunge, where you have Alice in Chains and you have Stone Temple Pilots, it's all like straightforward to you, but like ours is like kind of a little bit more haunting than that. I don't know. I don't know. That I just wanted to build that kind of vibe to the music, you know?
Hmm.
Whether, and sometimes you just like, you just write bullshit. You don't even think about anything. You just write anything and it just comes out. And then later you can say, oh, okay, this is what it means. So,
Hmm.
yeah, like one of the ones was On and On that took me 10 minutes. Just like, so it was Jiro wrote a nice riff and the lyrics just like right away, bam, done in 10 minutes in the shower, just like that. And then that became one of our like beloved kind of songs.
It's the one that everybody likes the most.
Yeah, I know. The ones that I take time on it, no one likes, but the ones that are like you do in 5 minutes, everyone likes. So
Oh my God. So this kind of like smells like Teen Spirit, for like Nirvana, because like towards the end, Nirvana wouldn't even play that. They're like, no, we're not playing that song, but that's a song that everybody wanted them to perform.
right, right. And if you knew a band called Warrant back in the day,
Oh, Warren.
well, back in the 80s, they did a song called Cherry Pie.
She's
And
my cherry pie.
it was an awful song. I mean, it's really awesome, great, catchy song, and it's just like the lead singer of yeah, he hated that song. It's like, oh man, they're like, you got to put another song on the record that's gonna like really stand out or something. You just put another song on, and you put
Mhm.
that out, and that was their biggest hit. So, yeah, I don't want that one to be anything. So.
All right.
So,
All right.
it's still sad, but yeah, but no one's gonna catch it.
But that's a that's a good problem to have, like, oh man, I'm so bummed, everybody loves this song that I made, and every time I perform they want me to play it and everybody knows all the words. Oh gosh, geez.
I'll get,
Woe is me.
I'll give a like some guy who wants to listen to our music who's thinking about putting something on his radio or something,
Hmm.
and I give him a list, and he's like, "Ah, what about? I really like this song," and I'm like, so, "Yeah." No, not that one.
Just take
Yeah,
it.
just take it. It's okay. It is what it is. And yeah, so that's how it's always been.
But what if that song? What if that's a song that goes global? You know,
It's
because I
not.
mean,
It's not gone. I mean, it can if it's a little bit brushed up and nicely
you never know.
recorded. But
You
yeah,
never know. I mean, with the internet, I mean, this episode right here, I mean, somebody somewhere could like really like this episode and then they share it to like their like fans or whatever. Maybe they're a
true.
YouTuber or whatever, or something like that. Who knows? And all of a sudden, like, you know, like 50 million people see this episode. And then On and On is like one of the biggest songs all over the universe. And then you're really fucked.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
Sorry. You're welcome. Sorry.
it's one of those things like you're like, do I have to sing this one? I don't want to end the set list.
Oh my gosh.
It's okay. But now we put out some kind of amateur video on YouTube. One of the songs is called Nightmare. And that is the total vibe of our music right there. That's just a standard of what we are trying to accomplish, I guess.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, let's talk about music videos. So tell me about the music videos that you're making recently. I mean, I
haven't made
did
any.
one for you guys. Huh?
I haven't made any. Okay, so amateur videos, as in like just pictures, nothing motion, no, because I'm not ready. Once we're recording 4 songs right now, and then once that comes out, we're gonna go into video. And these are 4 songs that I really like. So then we can just get into the video storyboarding and get those together and really make a video. But these videos now are on the web are just like music that I'm unloading that I don't think we're gonna really touch anymore. So like I'm just like getting them out there and just like putting basic crap. But our Nightmare has pretty good views and likes. So I mean, I don't know what that means anymore. I'm too old to know what's going on. I'm not even on Spotify anymore. So
What's Spotify?
I don't know. Never heard of it.
Spotify. As long as you're on TikTok, I think you're fine.
Well, yeah, true. Oh, YouTube is being nice. So
Oh, YouTube's like the greatest. But the only problem with YouTube is it's like extremely oversaturated. So, I mean,
can be, yeah.
Envy, no, it's like just hit in J. And if you hit in J, there's like a billion things that go on for about Japan. What's up, YouTube? And I'm guilty as charged too, I guess, you know?
Oh yeah. Nowadays, like you have to really just. I took myself off the platform of Spotify because like it doesn't just whatever. If you want to hear my music, then
Wait, why'd you take yourself off it? I mean, it doesn't cost you any money to have you on there.
it does.
Really?
I mean, I think
It's
it
free
does.
for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is on Spotify and it's just free.
I might be doing it wrong, but
I
like
think
I don't
so.
want it on there anyway.
Really?
It's just it's not like a protest or anything. This is more like hey, like if you want to listen to my music, come to my show and buy a CD. You know, that's it. That's the only concept that I can come up with.
You
But
need a marketing guy. You're a promotional guy, or you need.
I
you
need a
guy.
lot. I need a lot of fucking things.
You need a guy.
I need a lot of fucking things.
Yeah, you need a guy that just takes care of all this stuff, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then I can't do it by myself. Whatever. So many things go in my head. Like I don't even fucking sleep. So
Oh, I don't sleep either.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm so sleep deprived all the time. I've got 3 things that I'm running, 4 things actually, and oh my gosh, dude.
I know your life is
Yeah,
hectic.
chaotic, and people trying to shake me down. Oh God, let's not talk about that on this episode.
No
But yeah,
names,
no names, no names. I'm being shooken down. I'm being threatened. Oh my God, yeah, that's a nightmare. But yeah, the more things you do, the bigger you get. The more let's just call them headaches you're gonna get.
Well, I did kind of hire a couple of people that I trust doing the recordings and just like another party that's coming to our practices and recordings where
Really?
they can
Good.
listen and they can help out and they're actually doing the mixes and it's just something you need to do because you're a band of 4 and one or two in the band is going to be very passionate of going to the next level or
Yeah.
step. So, but you also need more parties to that. You really do. You need help. It's not, you can't do it by yourself or with two people. You need other people outside to help you with that stuff. You really do. Because you can't do that, all that marketing and all that shit that
Internet.
comes with the, it's just so like draining, man. Like, you know,
Oh,
I have a date,
I know.
I have a job. So, you know, like, well, so it's just so like even if you do it, it's like I post a lot of videos and like you know pictures of myself and all that stuff, and I'm like, man, I'm not like I don't want to be vain or anything, and it's like not my style. Like, but you have to do it. You just have to do it, you know. And I don't like doing it, but I have to do it. So
Yeah, you have to. If you're doing anything that you're trying to get to the next level in this day and age, you got to have somebody or even something like, what about AI? Is there any kind of like an AI app that just can take care of all that stuff? Like you just give
someday, no, probably now.
probably next
Sure.
week. I mean, it
Yeah.
changes every single week. You know, they're like people are making movies, right? So they're just putting in like a little. I mean, actually, at this point, they could probably just like go to AI and be like, "Yo, make me a movie about a serial killer in Tokyo that wears a hockey mask." And all of a sudden, boom, you've got the script, and then you copy that, and then you go to another AI and you're like, "Make this into a movie using like CG or something," and then boom, there you go. And then you can say, "Make Ben Affleck the bad guy, make him the Jason," and then boom, there you go. By the way, this is Friday the 13th, Faders.
I think you might get sued for that, but yeah.
Make him look exactly like Ben Affleck, but he's got a birthmark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sidekick, Jennifer Lopez. Just kidding.
That has a birthmark. Yeah, you got to change them just a little bit so you don't get sued.
So
You know, it's like music. You know, when you kind of like borrow music, you got to change it a little bit.
oh, you do. True. Well, that's the thing about AI. You never know. I mean, you do know where it's going now, and you're just kind of, as an artist, as yourself, you're just worried about. I'm not worried. I don't give a fuck. But you kind of think like people will just do music just from AI and just not do the work, not do anything, and just
They do.
just. I mean, now, yeah, and it's like you really have to show your shit on stage. That's it. You have to be a performer. That's the most important part right now. I mean, recording wise, like we're very legit.
Yeah.
As in, like we just do instruments. We don't add anything. So that's what we're gonna do. But like I said, you have to. I'm sure like 90% of those people that do that cannot perform live. No way.
No,
Yeah,
no,
and then
absolutely not.
you have to learn that crowd and stage presence and all that stuff that really works well, that you can engage people who become either fans, friends, whatever.
Yeah.
So
You know, it's really interesting that you say that because I think the future of like music is actual performance music because anybody these days can make music using AI. I mean, the intro of Got Faded Japan, the audio podcast is actually the Mutekis. This is a song called The Whiskey that they made.
Yeah.
And for YouTube, it's actually an AI song. Right? So it's like a 15-second AI song, right? Completely made up. I just did it for fun as a joke, and it turned out, and I was like,
oh, I'm just kidding.
dude, it works. It's actually kind of good, kind of catchy. I dig it. But the thing is, it's just like when it comes to like the future of music, I think people are going to start going to concerts more because they're going to want to see live music, live performances.
Well, we
You know?
hope that. No, I mean that's like the hope, but you can't really think of that. You can't really like put your cards into that. You just have to be yourself and do. What do you say? The fucking forgot English. Organic. You know, you just got to be organic.
Oh, dude, I love organic. I mean, that's why I organize like so many music events and stuff. Because when you organize a music event and you have like maybe like 3, 6, 5 bands, whatever, performing, you know something's going to happen. Something always happens for every single show, you know? Like, I mean, guitars break. The people have arguments. There's fights. People get choked out. You know,
I got choked out.
Yeah. Well, you know, yeah, sometimes like an amp starts smoking or something, or somebody pulls a fire alarm or something, or like something crazy happens, and you're there and you experience that moment with a bunch of people that only happens once in the universe, right? And if you were there and you experienced it, you experienced magic, something that you can have in your memories forever. You know,
Right.
Unless you drink too much. But yeah, so it's I completely fully love and believe the magic of concerts. And so like when you go to concerts and you see bands like yourself perform and just do an incredible job, even if like the performance is flawless, you just saw an amazing, flawless, beautiful like experience, and that's really important, because I mean, if you're only like, I mean, that's the one thing that is kind of weird about whatchamacallit, DJs these days. Like when I was young, when I was a DJ, and I would see like professional DJs and stuff, drum and bass DJs and techno DJs, they would DJ and stuff, but then and with records, but sometimes they would make a mistake, where like the records would slip, or there's like kind of like a slight train wreck or something, and then all the other DJs or audio heads in the audience would be like, "Yo," we'd hear them make a mistake, and that was awesome. That was great.
That's how it is.
Yeah, but these days DJs. They a lot of times they're checking their email and stuff. I mean, there's like so many videos of like DJs, they're like going up there and they're dancing and stuff, whatever. And they're just touching knobs or whatever. And you're like, you know what? I DJ'd for 10 years, almost 10 years. What was it, 10 years? I don't know. Who cares? But anyway, it's just like, you don't just touch a knob. It's just like when you touch the knobs, either turn up the bass or turn down the bass, turn up the treble, turn down the treble or something. Or if you're scratching, you're just like doing chirps or something, it's just like, I mean, you're doing something.
You gotta finesse it a little bit.
They just touch it and then they go, yeah. And everyone's like, yay. And I'm watching the videos, or I'm at the club. I'm like, they're not doing anything.
Yeah. Well,
oh yay! Could you imagine if Jiro goes on stage and he's playing the guitar, and then you look closely and there's no strings on his guitar? Well, I mean, dude, and people are like, yo, he's shredding. This is amazing. He's like going like this. He's got the guitar behind his head. He's like playing with his teeth or whatever.
he does do that, but
He does do that,
but for real.
But yeah, he does that for real. But could you imagine if he did that and there's like no strings, but everyone's still like, yay! You'd be like, dude, what the fuck,
I'm pissed you off. But yeah,
like,
of course.
Hey, I paid 3,500 yen just to see this,
And that's the whole point. When you pay money, you just gotta see people do their craft live. You just have to see that, and whatever. I'm okay with backtracking and all that stuff if you need it for your show because you don't have anybody and all that stuff.
No, that's
but that's totally fine. I'm talking about like when you're using that for your whole show, and make it a lot of flack for that, saying that, but. The experience is just being organic and doing music, fucking up and making mistakes and letting people into that world, and that's real music.
Absolutely, I love that. I love the rawness. I love the mistakes.
And you're gonna make a lot. You are, because I always forget some lyrics.
Oh, don't pull a Vince Neil.
Oh, no. I'm not that.
Oh my! Did you see that video where he's doing? What was it? Was it Wild Side? No, Kickstart My Heart. Yeah, it was Kickstart My Heart. And he's going. I
didn't even know what he's saying. So yeah, of course not.
He just started humming the words.
Well, I guess
no one's like, yay!
I think
Google that. That is like the best video. Holy God!
I think he knew the words, but his body just couldn't do it. So.
Do you think after that performance he went to backstage and he's like, nailed it?
Yeah.
Oh God.
I don't think so. Like when you're on stage, when you fuck up and you don't. You know when you had a good performance and you know when you have a bad performance.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Well, when you watch the video and you're like, oh shit, I fucked up a note there, and no one's gonna notice that. So that I know. But yourself, you're really critical of yourself, of course. Yeah, you have to be. You want to be better for the next time. So yeah, and also for your music, you want to express it the way you want to. You don't want to express it like falsely.
Absolutely. Now I got a question regarding your music. Your music's kind of dark, and some of the messages are kind of like heavy. Do you ever get influenced by scary movies? Because I know you love horror movies. I love horror movies too. So are you ever influenced by a movie to make a song?
Um, just trying to think of a song.
Like The Lake?
No, you're right. Okay, you know more than me.
Dude, I'm a fan, dude. What are you talking about? I know your music.
Actually, The River. The River is totally Sopranos. Being fucking drowned in a river, or like, buried in a river, or sunk in the river, and it's all Sopranos. That was my idea of being in a mob and, disappearing bodies, and that's all about the river. Yeah, that's the only one. I would think so. The TV show Sopranos.
Really?
Mob.
Wow. I'm all right. First off, I'm impressed. And also I'm a little shocked because I thought it was going to be from Halloween or something.
Halloween?
The movie Halloween.
That's
Yeah, the original like psycho killer that was like
stabbing people.
Yeah.
That's fucking old.
Well, yeah, it's from like 1970.
79?
Is it
79?
79?
I think so. I don't know.
Jamie Lee Curtis, she was like what, like 16 in that movie? Now she's like
To the baby.
a million years old. She's pretty old.
Still looks good.
Still looks good. She still got it. Still got it. But yeah, speaking of, I mean, Halloween was like the first like kind of like, like slasher movie.
For
right?
you.
No, I mean, it was like, first there was Halloween, then there was Friday the 13th. Did you know when Friday the 13th, the second one came out, people were like, oh, it's a ripoff of Halloween, until they made like the next one, because Halloween, they made like maybe, I don't know, they're still making them, but they've made like maybe 5 or 6 of them. But Friday the 13th, I think just because of the whole hockey mask, it became so iconic that they just kind of like, they took the ball and they just went with it. Where people, they knew of Halloween, but Friday the 13th just became like the go-to thing. And then until like, of course, the Nightmare on Elm Street came out.
That's
when
when that came out, that was like the biggest thing ever.
Oh, a Nightmare on Elm
Nightmare on Elm
Street
Street came out.
Oh, yeah.
So
I mean,
huge.
God. Yeah, it gave Johnny Depp that was Johnny Depp's debut.
I always remember that scene too.
Well, when he's like listening to like the headphones, he's watching his TV in his bed, and all of a sudden,
Engulfed by his fucking bed. And
oh my God,
blood
yeah,
spurts out.
yeah, oh my gosh, yeah, that was a great murder scene.
Yeah, that was one of the best. Yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street is one of out of those movies, that was probably one of my favorites.
Which one was what was it? What the first one was your favorite?
I think the series. I'm talking about the series. Like, if you're gonna compare from Halloween to Friday the 13th, and then Nightmare, Nightmare on Elm Street, it was my favorite. Particularly the Johnny Depp film. Was it the first one?
That was the first one. Yeah,
the first one. That was just that still gives me nightmares today.
Really? Oh my God, that one was great. The one thing about like
wasn't that a waterbed?
It was a waterbed.
Yeah, I used to sleep on a waterbed.
Did you really?
Yeah, for a long time, and when I went to high school.
I've never slept in a waterbed.
Yeah, it's and never mind.
Oh, okay. That's an after the show thing. Okay. All right, cool. I'll ask you questions about that. But so all right, for me, A Nightmare on Elm Street was cool because Freddy actually talked, and he was funny, he was witty, he was creepy, right? But Michael Myers and Jason never talked.
Never talk.
They never talked.
That's why Nightmare kind of took it over, because you have this clever villain that would just go around and kill you very creepily. Yeah. And then the way they died is, I mean, you think to yourself when you're, back in the 80s, we used to watch horror when we were like fucking 6 years old. So yeah, that shit fucking traumatized us.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that was horror. Yeah, it's fucking just. Yeah.
It was great. It was absolutely great. Now, I love the.
Sorry, I got some memories of
you've been traumatized, huh? But for me, Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one was fantastic. I love that one. But the one that I loved after that one was the one where it was called the Dream Warriors.
Oh, that was a good one.
Dream Warriors is fantastic on so many different levels because, I mean, they had a punk rocker. They had like a little like a wizard geek or whatever, like a Dungeons and Dragons kind of kid or whatever. They had like a variety of different kids that somebody could relate to, like one of the characters, right? Yeah. And they're all like in this mental ward, right? Which is also super creepy as well. And another thing that was really cool about Dream Warriors was that the soundtrack was done by the band Dokken, and they actually had a music video where Dokken had whatchamacallit music video and Freddie was in it and stuff. Do you remember the band Dokken?
No.
Oh my God, yeah, Dokken was like they were like horror. They were kind of like horror hair metal, I guess. They weren't horror hair metal, but they were hair metal that was like really dark. I mean, they were all like doing bad stuff, and they were like super skinny, and they're just like a mess, like a bad. They were bad news, but I mean, they had some really good tracks, some really good songs and stuff. And one of their songs, "Dream Warriors," was the theme song for A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3, which is Dream Warriors and stuff. And that was awesome because when I was a little kid, I loved heavy metal. I've been listening to Iron Maiden since I was like fucking six years old, and so when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, it's my favorite movie. And that's another thing about, I don't know which one came first, but Friday the 13th Part 6, Alice Cooper did the soundtrack for that album. Oh, but he's back. He's the man behind the mask. You know that one song? No, but
I'll say yes.
Okay. Anyway, so Alice Cooper did the soundtrack for Friday 13th Part 6. And that was, I think the title of that one was Jason Lives. And so that's...
I remember Jason Lives.
Yeah, because I mean, Part 5, Jason was dead. I mean, he was like super dead, right?
He died in all of them.
He pretty much dies in everyone. But the thing is, like, I mean, he was dead in Part 5, right? But in Part 6, these guys, these grave robbers, they go in and they're like, oh, I don't know why they're digging up Jason, but they do.
Gotta have a story.
Yeah, he had a shovel or something that was in Jason's body, and just by a fluke, like lightning struck that shovel and brought Jason back to life. And then,
Pretty cheesy.
chaos ensues. And yeah, it was pretty crazy.
But you got to make sense of making him alive again.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, and I'll be honest, man. When I was a little kid, I loved hard rock, I loved heavy metal, but I also loved sexy girls. And I'll tell you what, and no, because in whatchamacallit,
Who doesn't?
Friday the 13th, oh yeah, that's true. But in Friday the 13th Part 6, the girls were just so beautiful. So I'm a little kid, I'm at my
naked.
friend's house,
Yeah.
watching. No, they're in their underwear running around. I'm like, oh my God, this is the best movie ever.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is great.
That was like a setup for twofer. Remember that word?
What, 2-4-1?
A twofer.
What's a twofer?
Where you kill two people in one shot.
Oh,
You don't remember that?
No, but I mean, first for twofer was in Friday the 13th Part 1. Then because Kevin Bacon was having sex with a girl, and then it wasn't Jason, it was Jason's mom in the first one, right? That was killing everybody.
Yeah.
So anyway, they were having sex or something, and then like I guess she was behind them, and she put like some kind of a spear or something, and they got stuck together.
That's a twofer.
That's a twofer?
Yes.
Was that the original twofer? Because I mean, the first Friday the 13th came out in like what? It must have been like, Kevin Bacon, I think that probably was his first film. Wouldn't that be crazy if Johnny Depp's first film was A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 1, but Kevin Bacon's first film was Friday the 13th Part 1?
I don't think
Did we just like put something together?
I don't think it was the first film, but
yeah, Kevin Bacon's been around for ages.
He's been in Tremors too.
This is way before Tremors. He was in Tremors 1.
Yeah, they're actually doing a TV series.
For Tremors?
Yeah, you know what?
That's so stupid.
I read on the internet.
Tremors 1 is great.
Internet always has like all these like TV shows and movies coming up. I don't know what the fuck is real anymore. So like a Tremors TV show coming out, or Jason versus Batman. That's a cool concept, but that ain't happening.
Batman would totally kill Jason.
You think?
Oh yeah. Absolutely, Batman's got like all these he's got bat ropes and bat everything, and he's got like shark spray and stuff. He's got everything. So yeah, Batman would totally kill Jason. There's no way Jason would survive versus Batman.
Well, Jason never dies, so
But
Batman's a little bit human.
Okay, well, Batman's greatest weapon is his brain. So Batman would figure out something. And Batman would probably take Jason, and then he'd wrap him up in some kind of a rope or something. Then he would take him to Antarctica and bury him. And then Jason would be frozen for 1,000 years, and then he would come back in the future
and kill everybody.
No, in 1,000 years, it's just
Batman would be dead by then.
No. Yeah. It would be Jason versus AI. Because it'd be like all these like Terminator robots or oh my God, what if Jason is like the Jesus of the future? Because think about this, like, humans, what about it's like, like in Terminator, where it's like the humans were fighting like the Terminators and stuff. Like we're like, oh my God, the Terminators are taking over. We're all going to die and stuff. It's the future. This sucks. And all of a sudden Jason falls on. He's like, all right, ha ha ha. And you can't kill him. And he starts killing all the machines. And so Jason saves everybody and Jason becomes our Messiah. Am I going too deep? You're the one that bought these fucking 7% gin soda motherfuckers.
You got me wrapped.
See, that's why I'm an artist.
Anyway, Batman versus
Jason, I'm in. I'll watch that movie. I'll download that. I'll pay for the download.
Dude, I would watch that.
Oh,
but everything's fake, so you never know. Like they always say something coming out. It never. I don't know what's real anymore.
Well, with AI, you just make it up. Just be like, well, I bet that sounds like a great TV show. Why don't I just put that into AI and just make a whole series? Oh my God. Yeah, everything's fake. Nothing's real. I think I'm real.
Yeah, maybe.
I hope I'm real.
Jeez.
Oh my gosh.
So, other movies, 80s, you were talking about music, Lost Boys.
Oh God, Lost Boys were my all-time favorite movies.
It's one of my favorites.
Oh God, dude, that will always be one of the best films ever. Death by Stereo. Oh, dude, classic lines.
Probably watched that movie about 50,000 times at least.
And another thing about that movie that's so cool is that it kind of influences people to read comics. Comic books, which I think is super important. Yeah, read comic books, buy comic books, go to the stores, support your local comic book shop. Please do that.
Inspired also a musician in there.
Oh, the dude that's like playing the saxophone?
Oh, that guy's actually pretty good. So, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
In the streets. Oh, God.
He was buff, man. He had the fucking look.
Yeah. What did that guy?
He's still alive. No, I've seen it.
He's playing in Venice Beach. He's like,
I know.
He's got his hat on. All right. Yeah, I was that guy in that movie in the 80s.
It's like the claim to fame. Hey, I write it. Or just write it.
You do.
I'm talking about the other musician in the band and in that fucking movie.
Like Corey Feldman?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I respect Corey Feldman, man. Dude, because the thing is, the world laughs at him. Not the world. I mean, I think a lot of people have kind of like turned around and actually started respecting him. And actually, I respect him too, because the thing is, it's just like he came out and everyone's like, what the fuck? This guy's a joke, dude. Look at this guy, whatever. But he's so persistent and he just keeps on pushing and he just doesn't care what anybody says. He doesn't care what anybody thinks. He just keeps on making music and moving forward and playing shows and just making it and stuff, Mm-hmm. And I really respect that dedication because I always respect the underdog. My whole life, I've always been an underdog. I'm an underdog right now, right? So the thing is, it's just like when somebody's like, the whole world's against him, and he's like, fuck you. And he just keeps on doing what he believes in. Dude, that's punk rock in his purest form.
Hey.
Punk rock in his purest form is Corey Feldman, man. You prove me wrong.
Keep doing what you're doing, and you don't flinch, and just, yeah. I mean, I respect that. Hey, you have to respect that.
Yeah.
Keep going and going and going. That's totally fine.
Now, do I like the music? That's debatable.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I got to hear the music. I haven't really given it that much thought, but I should.
Oh,
yeah, I'll do that maybe tomorrow when I sober up and stuff of it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's good. Maybe you listen to it, you're like, oh fuck, dude.
Is it?
Hey, Corey, you want to do a duet?
Yeah. I think you can book him at now. Just make sure I'm after that.
We got a mutual.
Before that motherfucker.
No names or anything, but we got a mutual friend that worked with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know that, right? Yeah.
Book me before him.
I book you guys all the time. Okay, I need another one.
Yeah.
Hook me up. So before we did this show, we came up. Oh, jeez, Louis! This table's glass.
Yeah.
Do you know when I bought this? Oh.
That was probably my fault.
Every time Scotty comes over, something gets spilt on my rug. This is fake Persian. Do you know this is fake Persian?
It's soda, man. It's fucking club soda. Will rub all that dirt stains out.
Actually, to be honest, you're right. Actually, club soda is the way to clean. You just cleaned my rug.
I did. A little bit of gin in it, but
oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Oh, we're gonna get roaches. Oh,
sorry.
Oh man, I saw a roach outside. Oh my god, I saw a snake.
Here?
No, not here in Odaiba.
Oh,
Yeah, I was in Odaiba. I was, Odaiba. Odaiba's like a man-made island just south of Tokyo and stuff.
that's where Godzilla comes out of the ocean, right?
No, that's Kabukicho. No, Odaiba's got
No,
that
it's
that
not.
Gundam robot, that
No,
big
that's
Gundam
the
robot.
statue they have over there. He actually comes out in that bay.
What?
Yes.
There's a statue of Godzilla that
No,
comes
there's no
out.
statue. I mean, in the movies, he comes out of that.
Oh, in the movies, yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
very
Dude,
important.
in the movies, Godzilla comes out everywhere in Tokyo.
I mean, that was like the most famous. It's a famous area.
Wait, in Shin Godzilla?
Odaiba.
In Shin Godzilla? Is that the movie?
No, not that one. I mean, the old style.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
the old movies. Like one, he was like he came out of the Odaiba. I don't know for sure the name in the bay there.
Okay, all right. But wait, what's my point? Well, anyway, I was walking in Odaiba and stuff, and there was like a snake. It must have been like about. It was so big. It was like this black snake. It was like black as sin, right? And it was like about. It must have been like 1.5 meters long. It was like wrapped around a tree. It was trying to like climb up the tree. I've never seen a snake climb up a tree like that. Because the tree's up like this, right? If my arm, for all you guys watching this on YouTube, all right, my arm right here is like a tree, right? And it was wrapped around like a circle, like a ring, like this, and it was jimmying itself up the tree like that. And I was like, oh my God, and I saw it, and there's like these tourists that are walking by, and they're like, oh my God. And they started walking up to it and trying to take photos, and then the snake just dropped down and started slithering, and then everybody just ran. I was like, I just ran, but I didn't know snakes wrap themselves around like a ring like that. That's how they went up trees. I've never seen a snake go up a tree like that, and that was like the weirdest thing.
But
Yeah,
that was
Friday the 13th.
that could be biblical.
Wait, what would that mean though? Wait, am I cursed? That makes sense.
Earthquake's coming or something.
Oh God, don't say that, man.
It was an earthquake today.
I didn't feel the earthquake today. I've survived 2 big earthquakes, so
Me too.
yeah.
Yep.
Well, no, but I was in Tokyo when the 2011 one happened, and then when the one that happened 2 years ago, I was up in Niigata. I thought my wife's family's house, my wife's parents' house is gonna come down and crush us. Holy shit, dude! I've never seen a fucking flat screen TV bounce around like that, dude. It was the craziest thing.
So-
Pee-wee's house got like almost. Wait, is that a
A
45-degree
earthquake.
angle?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
He, that was. Tell me about that.
Poor Pee-wee. Oh my God.
Sorry, Pee-wee.
Sorry, Pee-wee.
Lee.
Yeah. Is he going by Lee now, or is it Pee-wee?
I always call him Lee.
I've been calling him Pee-wee for years.
Sounds weird to say Pee-wee in front of his kid, so.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, you want to call him Dad? What's up, Dad?
Hey, Dad. Yeah. Now Lee.
Guess what? I'm adopted.
He's like, This kid is like, what the fuck is Pee-wee? Yeah.
Well, I've known his kid since he was born.
Mm.
I've known his kid before he was born.
Right.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so anyway, scary movies, Friday 13th. Should we get into the news?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so what we got for news?
No.
Na na na. On and on.
Shut up.
On and on. Okay, here we go. Boom. Okay, so all right, faders, what we're gonna do is we're gonna break into the news. So actually, all right, so what we have here on Got Faded Japan is we have a segment, or not a segment. Well, all right. So for Got Faded Japan, we've got episodes, and one episode will basically have like the news. Where basically I'm gonna have some coffee or some beers or something, and I'm gonna talk about the weekly news. And in other episodes, we're going to interview cool people, awesome people who are doing cool things in Japan. All right, and that's what we're doing today.
Oh.
But actually, we're gonna go. Yeah, I guess.
Sorry.
I guess so. I
Kind
don't know.
of skipped an episode.
Yeah, no, but actually today we're going old school. We're putting them both together and stuff. So, God, are we really that drunk? I feel kind of drunk.
I'm not drunk at all. Yeah.
Really? You're not drunk? You can drive? I've got car keys over there. If you want to take me to like, I don't know, Sizzler, let's go to Sizzler. You want to go to Sizzler? Let's go to Sizzler.
Just give me keys.
Yeah. All right. Only drunk people say that they're not drunk.
But I don't know if I can drive on the left, right?
All right,
I can drive on the left,
dude,
but not the right.
That totally means that you're drunk, okay?
No, I mean I could drive on the left, but I don't think I could drive on the right.
I just can't drive left, okay? So I can drive left, but I can't turn right. I got a problem.
I'm
with
talking
my
about the
arm.
whole fucking car is opposite. So
Oh, that.
yeah.
Have you ever? Okay, so you're talking not about like turning.
You can drive in America. I can't drive here.
Okay, so you're talking about like the whole like setup of the car, right?
Right.
Okay, cool. So the thing is this though. It is tough. It is really tough. You gotta change the way you think. You know, imagine. All right, imagine when
But
you're a
you
little
gotta be
kid.
right-brained or something. I don't know. Left brain.
It's weird. It's weird. But once you get kind of used to it, it's fine. Like I can drive. Like in America. I can drive in Japan. I cannot drive tonight.
But you can drive in America.
Yeah, I've got an American.
Right. So
Yeah.
like in Japan,
Kind of
if you're drunk,
yeah.
you can drive in America. Not that I'm promoting that shit.
No, you can't drive drunk in America.
No, I'm saying like, you know what I'm saying.
No,
I mean like,
I'm not going to put that on the internet.
no,
Drunk-
I'm
drunk
not
is
saying
not
no.
good.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying like, if you could, like, hey, if I'm drunk, I can drive. I could probably make it home, but I can't make it home in Japan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying, but I'm going to say this on the internet. I'm going to say, faders, if you're drinking, don't driving. If you're driving,
No.
don't drink.
That's what I was saying.
Don't
Yeah,
listen
yeah.
to Scott.
I'm not. I don't even drive anymore. Anyway, I'm saying if you're drunk and you had to pick the right or the left, I can probably make it home in America, but I don't think I can make it home in Japan.
Yeah. Okay, so
That's my point. Don't try it.
no, don't. Yeah, no. Alcohol and wheels are just no good. Yeah, not even skateboards or roller skates or something.
Bikes. No, I can't do
Bikes.
that.
Oh, dude, you can't ride a bike. And all right, if you get this. All right, they made this new law in Japan. So if you're riding a bicycle and if you have any alcohol in your system, like even a beer within the last like 3 hours, right?
Really?
You drink a beer and then 3 hours later you decide to ride your bike. There's still just enough alcohol in your system that like if the cops stop you and they do, I don't know if they do breathalyzers or something, or I don't know how they. I've never seen it, but I've read the news about it. But the thing is though. Maximum, you can get 3 years in prison, and I think it's a $10,000 fine.
Holy
Like
shit.
yeah, it is super high. Like it is super high because I mean, there's been a lot of people that just got completely destroyed on their bicycles while they're drunk,
They probably
you know?
like fuck people up.
Oh no! People were like, I mean, they're drunk and they run in front of a semi and stuff. Or like, there's been housewives with kids and whatever, and they got, you know. So the thing is just like it's just they had to pass a law, right? So the thing is just like, I mean, yeah, you can't have any alcohol in your system if you're gonna ride a bike. So and I think a lot of people, like especially a lot of people that are just like coming to Japan, like, oh, I can have a couple of drinks and stuff and ride my bicycle home. Yeah, maybe you can, but you should definitely not do that because I mean, if you're drinking and riding a bicycle, even if you're not even impaired, you know, still you've got that alcohol in your system. So you got to be
strict.
fucking careful because like that law is so strict. Like the maximum penalty is 3 years in prison, and I really don't think they're going to do that. They're going to enforce that unless like
You're gonna pay a fine, I think.
no, you'll definitely pay a fine.
Definitely a fine.
Minimum of like $3,000 to $5,000. Like was it Sanju Manyan or Goju Manyan or something. So like $3,000 to $5,000 done, right? And plus you're going to be in jail for a little bit of time and stuff, you know, but not prison unless like there's an actual injury or
Unless you
if
kill
there-
somebody.
or,
Yeah.
you know, maybe if you like hurt somebody's car and it's a nice car or something like that, and they press charges or some shit, then you can go to prison and stuff. You know,
Have you ever crashed?
my bike, yeah, many
Like
times.
drunk or anything like that?
No, not drunk, not drunk. No.
You couldn't even
had
get
problems.
on your bike drunk.
Aha. Well, before the law got passed, everybody used to have drinks and ride their bike home.
Of course.
But now with that law and stuff, yeah, dude, do not do that. Dude, fucking like, I mean, shit, dude. Like, I mean, a couple of ways for me not to drink is for me to ride my bicycle to a club. You know, if I'm going to go to a club or a venue, now I'm like, I don't want to drink tonight. I ride my bicycle there. And because if I ride my bicycle there, I'm like, got my bike, I can't drink, you know? And then I'm drinking like, what you call it, tea or water or whatever and stuff like that. So it's a good way to not drink, you know, because then, I'm like,
boring.
do I really want to go to prison for 3 years?
Oh, nowadays, yeah.
Oh
no.
God, no! And like, I've had people on this the show that have gone to prison, and they told me about how real Japanese prison is.
Yeah.
Japanese prison is no joke. And I had one guy that was on the show, no names, I promise. But
I mean, he was on your show.
he was on
probably
the
promote your show.
It's a long story. I'll tell you later. But anyway, the thing is, he went to prison in America, and then he got deported to Japan, and then he got into trouble here in Japan, and he went to prison in Japan. And I had him on the show. Don't. And anyway, so don't. But the thing is, it's
That's
just
surprising.
like, yeah.
Go
Well, anyway, so I asked him. I was like, so which is worse, American prison or Japanese prison? And he said, oh God, Japanese prison, hands down.
Why?
Yeah. Because you got solitary confinement, you got like sleeping styles. It's like
But I mean, if you have solitary, no one's trying to fuck you. So
well, I didn't ask him about that.
it's okay.
I didn't bring that up and stuff. I thought that was a little too personal. I didn't know. And but the thing is, it's just like
edit.
Yeah. But the thing is, just like in American prison, like, I mean, there's a lot of freedom. There's a lot of things you can do. There's a lot of programs and stuff.
Cool. And
once you're in Japanese prison, like you become kind
you're
of like
slave.
a machine.
Yeah,
or something.
I've heard about it. Yeah,
Yeah,
You're like,
I mean,
you
just
work
Google it.
the rice fields basically. You're just fucking picking rice.
Some of it's factory
Yeah,
work.
it's this factory work. You're like,
Backbreaking.
nothing.
Then,
Yeah, solitary.
Where you're on your knees.
And
like,
you don't eat.
like-
You barely eat. They don't give you any food.
well, that's jail. That's what happened to our mutual friend,
Yes,
kind of.
yes, yes.
Mr. M.
And
Call him that.
he came back very fucking skinny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
it
was-
was scary.
He,
Yeah.
he was like, I mean, he's from Mexico, right? He's like kind of like, like a big guy and stuff, and then like I saw him,
guy.
and dude, he was skinnier than me. Dude, he was
Scary.
skeletal.
Yeah.
I mean, he looked good. It's a great way. I mean, if you want to be
If
a
you want to
model,
lose weight, you go to jail.
if you want to lose weight, if you want to look like a model, I mean, to be honest, you looked really good. I was like, Mike, you look great. He's like, yeah, I just got out of jail.
He was very fatigued and dying, so basically.
Well, I mean, that's how models look. But the thing is, it's just like, yeah, I mean, going back to original point, if you're going to drink, don't drive. And if you're going to drive,
no.
don't drink, even on a bicycle.
Don't
Okay?
break the
Just
law.
don't do it.
Don't break the law.
Don't break the law, or you're going to wind up on Got Faded Japan. Speaking of, good segue, right? Let's get into the news. Ho, 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 ho. All right, my friend.
Yo, what's up, faders? Got Faded Japan has got a new sponsor. Our new sponsor is Gamuso Bar, located in Asagaya, Tokyo. If you're kicking it in Tokyo and you want to get your groove on, get your fade on, you better get your ass down to Gamuso. Gamuso is located in Asagaya. It's about 11 minutes from Shinjuku Station on the Chuo line. Gamuso has weekly bands, weekly performances. And hell, if you got your own event and you want to hold it at Gamuso, we'd love to host you. So contact Gamuso at www.gamuso.com. That's www.gamuso.com. That's right, Gamuso has not only beers in the bottle, but beers on tap. We've got every drink you want, so come on down to Gamuso. Gamuso, and if I'm working, tip me.
Have your attention, please. Attention.
Hey, yo, what's up, faders? Johnny here. You know I love booze and news, but I also love art. So come on down to thespiltinc.com and check my art out. I've got tons of stuff there for you to check out. I've got paintings, I got prints, I got videos. And I tell you what, if you like a painting, I could probably sell it to you. And I tell you what, if I can't sell you that painting, I will definitely sell you a print. I've got prints of all my work. Prints are about 2,000 yen each, about $20. But if you buy two, you get the third one for free. So come on down to thespiltinc.com. Yo, and on top of that, I'm looking for commissioned work. So if there's something that you want me to do, I can make it for you. Just check out my stuff and see if you like my style. And if you like my style, I can definitely paint you anything on canvas, paper, whatever. I've done it all. So come on down to thespiltinc.com. That is THESPILTINK.com. Thespiltinc.com. Proper.
Mitsuya Liquors. Yo, what's up, faders? If you're in Asia, if you're in Japan, if you're in Tokyo, if you're in Asagaya, you better get down to Mitsuya Liquors. That's right, for the most affordable prices in Japan, you can get over 300 different kinds of beer. That's right, over 300 different kinds of beer. And of course, they got all the shochu you need, all the sake you need, and of course, they got wine from California to Italy to France
to New Zealand. They got it all. When I say they got it all, they really, seriously got it all. There's no joke about that. So get down to MITSUYA Liquors. And if you go in there and you say Got Fitted Japan, you will be more than welcome to go into their back room and drink those beers that you just purchased. That's right, Got Fitted Japan at MITSUYA Liquors. And 3 times a week, they have a sushi chef there. So get your sushi on, get your drink on, get your fade on, and come on down to MITSUYA Liquors, located comfortably in Asagaya, about 5-minute walk from the station.
In Tokyo and craving soul food? We've got just the place for you. Soul Food House in Azabu Check out what we do at soulfoodhouse.com. Come by and taste the love. We look forward to feeding you.
Are you at Harajuku with some out-of-town friends or your family or significant others? Yeah! Do you want to chill and drink beer and eat sandwiches while your friends overpay for glitter unicorn socks? Yeah!
And the flavor's gonna make you complete at Harry's Sandwich Company.
So come on down to Harry's Sandwich Company in the heart of Harajuku, right off Takeshita Street. See you there!
Here we go. Let's see.
You first? That's a lot of text.
Well, let me see. We don't have to read everything.
Congrats.
No, let's read the small ones. Okay. Okay, I'll read this one. Okay, foreigners, I just said, if you're going to drink, don't drive. And if you're going to drive, don't drink. And another thing that you should not do in Japan is drugs. Stay away from drugs. Just say no. Okay? Just say no. It's not worth it. Because, I mean, if you get caught with anything, even like the littlest of the littlest, you go to prison for a very, very, very long time, and then they deport you, right? After you spent years and years and years and years and years in Japan, then you leave, right? And it's just not worth it. And another thing is, do not import that shit. Whatever you do, like, I mean, even if it's legal in your country, even if it's medication in your country, it doesn't matter. So when you come to Japan, just do not, in Japan, forget about it. Forget about it. Japan is the country of booze. Okay. So here we drink, and we drink a lot, and that's what you should do, and just leave it at that. And if you don't, you're going to wind up like this poor son of a bitch. Here we go. Japan police find 74 packets of cocaine inside foreign traveler complaining of a stomach pain. Okay, here we go. In Tokyo, in April, customs officials in Osaka Kansai International Airport learned that a woman who was trying to enter Japan had crammed a sock into the crotch of her clothing. Now, I didn't read this story before. I just read the headline. What? So she crammed a sock into the crotch of her clothing. Crotch means like, so she stuck a.
I know, but like
sock in
clothing. Oh yeah, I got it.
Is that transgender?
But that's fucking
okay.
A weird sentence.
I know. She stuck a sock into the crotch of her clothing. Apparently, the bulge wasn't immediately visible. Apparently, but an officer noticed that the traveler, a 35-year-old Brazilian woman named Jessica Romeo de Souza, looked unusually tense while she was going through the standard customs process. She was then flagged for a more comprehensive examination of her luggage in person, which turned up 13 packets of cocaine, including a number that Souza, is it Souza? Souza. How do you pronunciate that?
I don't fucking know.
Souza? That's a weird spelling. I'm going to call her Mrs. Souza, okay? Souza had hidden inside a sock that she hidden inside her pants. I thought it was in her stomach. At some point in the examination, Souza began... Huh?
A crotch pants? What's going on here?
Crotch
anyway,
pants. Yeah. This article's all over the place, but I'll tell you one thing. Speaking of places, this girl's going to be in prison for a very long time. Mm-hmm. At some point in the examination, Souza began to complain of stomach pains, so she was taken to a hospital for a medical examination, and x-rays quickly determined the source of her discomfort. 74 or more packets of cocaine in condom-like encasings, which she'd swallowed in hopes of sticking to a timetable in which she would have passed through the customs and been out of the airport quickly enough to get to a secluded space and expel the packets from her body before the discomfort became unbearable. In total, Souza had 675.5 grams of cocaine on her when she entered Japan. Oh, she is going to jail for fucking the rest of her life. She's never leaving prison.
It's like she's not dead.
She's never leaving prison. She's gonna be in solitary. She's gonna be sitting on her knees for like the next fucking 80 years. Oh my God.
I'm sure there's like people who made her do it.
Well, you never know.
You cut a deal.
Well, you never do.
I don't know in Japan.
She's like, I want to go to Japan. Here, this is my way to do it. Fucking stupid.
Supplier.
Yeah. Well, Souza had been placed under arrest on charges of violation of Japan's narcotics control law. She has admitted to smuggling the cocaine, but says she had no intention of selling it. She's like, this is all for me. I just wanted to party. I heard there's a place called Shibuya. Oh my
Holy
God.
crap. Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
she's going to prison forever, dude. Her knees are going to be the size of watermelons by the time she walks out of this fucking place. Oh my God. Okay, she had no intention of selling it, a claim which may or may not hold up as authorities continue to investigate the origin source of the drugs and potential accomplices. Okay, well, that's it for this article.
This is a good spot to remind everyone that Japan's criminal justice system.
That's basically just exactly what I read.
Yeah.
All right, that I said. So yeah, this is a good spot to remind everyone that's coming to Japan that
Don't fucking do that shit.
do not do that. All right, all right.
Don't do that anywhere.
Yeah, anywhere.
So,
Is there any place where that's okay? She's like, I thought it was okay.
like you think about it, like how many people do it and get by?
Well, those people it's Russian roulette. You're just
like,
on the trigger, pulling the trigger, and boom.
You think about how much drugs are in Japan and like how the fuck did they get it by?
Oh, how they get it in here? Well, I guess because of this lady right here.
Yeah.
Shit. Well, you know what that's going to happen is they're going to have more of I think probably eventually they're going to have a better screening system, like kind of like Total Recall, where you walk through like it's called the immigration. They can have like an X-ray that you walk through and just be like, oh, okay, this guy has nothing. Maybe he's got like a fake leg or something or whatever. Yeah. Maybe that's going to be like the next thing.
Penis.
Yeah, well, maybe somebody. What is that? They're like, it's a dildo.
Yeah,
it's in my butt.
Please check the fucking dildo for drugs.
Oh God, yeah. Well, maybe they'll have to do that, but anyway, yeah. Vaders. On a serious note, don't mess around with anything that's illegal in Japan. It's not worth it. Come to Japan, enjoy this beautiful culture, meet the wonderful people of Japan, enjoy yourself, see Creep Down perform, have some drinks. Do not drink. This drink is like, I don't know if I like this.
You've been bitching about it all night.
Oh God, yeah. Well, I'm more of a beer guy, but anyway, it is 7%. I'm getting kind of fucked up, but yeah, I'm definitely getting fucked up. Yeah, you can't shut me up at this point, but anyway. So yeah, come to Japan and enjoy the beautiful country that we have here. It is absolutely marvelous, and don't do anything illegal like this. It's fucking stupid, and don't wind up like this girl because she's going to be in jail forever. Yeah. Sayonara. You're gone. You're done. Okay. Let's see here. This article. Let's find a short article for you.
Yeah, that's okay.
Here we go. Here's a shorter article for you.
I like the toilet one.
With the toilet one? The toilet one's kind of long, though,
All right. Very fast. Toilet panic? What the fuck?
Yeah, this is about the toilet panic that's happening. Do you want to read about the toilet panic?
I have no idea what's going on.
You don't know about the toilet panic? You know about Israel, but you don't know about this? All right, let's do that one later. Let's after a couple more drinks, we'll go back to that one. We're really fucked up. This one's short.
Okay, so 180 kilograms of brown rice stolen from a farm in Fukushima Prefecture. Okay. So about 180 kilogram. I'm drunk. 80 kilograms of unpolished.
180 grams. That's like this beer.
Out of here, man. About 180 kilograms of unpolished brown rice have been stolen from a barn in Soma City for Fukushima Prefecture. Police said Sunday. According to police, the grower, a man in his 60s, said that he noticed the rice missing at around 7:30 a.m. So he reported it to the police. The 6 bags were stolen from an unlocked barn. Police said the grower told them nothing other than brown rice was stolen. Police are urging growers to store their rice in locked barns and to install surveillance cameras.
That's a big problem right now because rice is like...
I don't know what the fuck I read.
Okay, well, all right. So rice was stolen from a barn, but the thing is, right now, rice has gone up like
of course, yeah,
it's
yeah.
doubled. It's doubled in like let's call it price, right? And it's going even higher and higher and higher. So right now, rice is becoming extremely expensive, and the one thing that everybody eats in every single meal here in Japan is rice,
Yes.
right? So this is actually like a thing where people actually there's tons of like fake websites where you can buy rice, right? So you buy rice, but the thing is you put in your credit card number and stuff to buy the rice
And never send it.
and they never send it. Or they just take your credit card number and then they all of a sudden they just completely evaporate it, right? They just
Buy rice for themselves.
yeah, maybe. Like now I got the numbers. But yeah, so the thing is it's just like right now there's like this huge rice black market and stuff that's happening and people are stealing rice now.
Shit. Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. You know, I mean, do you eat rice?
I'm not a big rice eater.
You know, I like rice. The rice that I like the most is from Niigata. It's got the most flavor.
It's really I'm forgetting English. Oishi でしょ? Sashimi is the best in Niigata.
Oh my god, dude!
Right?
Niigata, the sushi in Niigata. Oh my god, you can go to a supermarket, dude. You go to a supermarket in Niigata and you get sushi, and the sushi in the supermarket tastes way better than sushi that is at like really pretty good like sushi restaurant
in Tokyo?
here in Japan.
Yeah,
in Tokyo. Yeah, that is absolutely true, dude. Like I did like the last time I was in Niigata. My wife's from Niigata, so I went up there. We visited our in-laws in January, and we bought all this sushi and sashimi and all this other stuff from like a supermarket, and we had this huge dinner party to welcome in the new year, and it was absolutely the best sushi. I'm eating it. I'm like, God damn it! The rice is so good. The sushi is so good. This is absolutely incredible. Like I can't believe you got this from a supermarket.
And of course, the Nihonshu there. Is
the Nihonshu is
amazing.
amazing. Yeah. Oh my god, second to none.
So
oh my god,
we're geeking out.
Oh yeah, no, we should geek out because that's what this is about. But the thing is, when it comes to like Nihonshu, aka sake, the thing is like these small little like breweries that they have up there have like the most beautiful, the most amazing Nihonshu that just doesn't leave the region, So if you go up there and you get this Nihonshu, you're drinking it, you're like, oh my God, I've never tasted anything like this. And like, yeah, we don't really have the finances to get it around the country or anything like that. So we just keep it kind of local. You're like, oh my God, you should, It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Yeah. Okay. All right. Next story. Man arrested for posting upskirt images of foreign tourists in Nara Park on YouTube. Now, this is pretty interesting because
the thing is...
Oh, yeah. Man arrested for posting upskirt... Dude, you're the one that bought these drinks, okay? I'm getting super fucking faded because of this. Man arrested for posting upskirt images of foreign tourists in Nara Park on YouTube. Now, this story is interested for a couple of different things. First thing is...
This happens all the time.
No, it doesn't.
No?
Usually older men take photos of like high school kids and junior high school kids. Like,
foreign.
Yeah. Foreign
okay,
tourists,
this is different.
That is completely different, right?
Different.
But the thing is, like a lot of foreign tourists that come here, they kind of like try to dress Japanese. So like a lot of girls and stuff, they wear like short skirts, right? They wear like thongs and shit like that or whatever. Whereas like, I mean, if you go to Shibuya, like it's Friday night, Friday the 13th, it's like 10 o'clock at night right now. If you go to Shibuya, if you go down to Dogonzaka, you're going to see a lot of girls. It's like Halloween, girls wear like slutty outfits that they would never wear, especially like fucking
States.
like 40, 50-year-old like women from Australia, England, America and stuff. They would never wear this stuff in their home country. But here they're like, oh, it's Japan. I want to be Japan. And they wear this stuff or whatever. And you see them. I mean, my venues and stuff, they come in, you're just like, oh my God, and it's pretty crazy. So this guy's taking photos of like these foreign tourists, but he's posting on YouTube. It's weird because usually people post this on like other like sites. There's like
I mean, it's fucking
YouTube out of all this.
I don't know. I'm plead the fifth. so,
YouTube's kind of a weird place to post that, but anyway,
you shouldn't be posting that shit on YouTube. Not that I would know.
YouTube's got tons of regulations. I mean, that's more of like a TikTok thing.
That's weird. Yeah,
TikTok's got
stupid.
Have you ever been to dark TikTok?
Is there a dark TikTok?
Okay, that's another story. I'll tell you about dark TikTok.
I know about the dark
later.
web, but not...
Dark TikTok is dark, dude. The whole subscription thing, dude, it's fucking crazy.
It's all sex and shit.
No, it is. It's whatever you can think of, it's there. Okay, just think of something. It's
Dark
there.
web or some shit.
Oh, it's beyond that. Yeah, dark.
So you have
TikTok.
to like code in whatever.
I don't know how to do it, but I know somebody that.
Never heard of it.
Yeah. Anyway, okay. Police in Moriguchi City in Osaka Prefecture, Osaka, aishiteru, have arrested a 59-year-old unemployed man on suspicion
He's a
of.
theme, man.
Yeah. Oh, he's 59 years old and he's
Unemployed.
unemployed, right?
It's just,
Well, maybe this is his job.
this
His
is a
job
theme, man. Every show we done, it's always an fucking employed man or unemployed person.
Well, he's unemployed now.
that commits crimes or something.
he got fired.
Oh,
Like,
definitely unemployed now. But
59
years at the time.
Yeah. So, okay, have arrested a 59 unemployed man on suspicion of posting upskirt images of foreign tourists in Nara Park and then posting them on his YouTube channel. According to police, Morio Okimoto is accused of filming a foreign woman's upskirt from the front with his from the front. Usually it's from the back. This guy's ballsy. From the front. So he's like going to her front crotch or whatever. From the front with his smartphone as she squatted while feeding a deer on Saturday, Kyoto News reported.
Dude, I know that fucking feeling though.
This guy's crazy.
You're feeding, the deer in Nara Park. You can fucking feed them, and
You gotta
everyone's
squat
like,
down.
Oh my god, the deer is here. Oh man, that's a good place to do it.
Don't listen to this guy.
I'm just
Dude,
kidding, but no, that's
you throw a lot of
he got
bad
caught.
ideas out here.
he
for
got
fucking
caught, but like that's probably a good place to do it.
Okay. A witness who thought his behavior was suspicious. The guy's like this. And the guy's like, hey, I think that's suspicious, has called 110, aka 911. Police said Okamoto has been charged with violating the prefectural nuisance prevention ordinance. They said he has admitted to the allegation and quoted him as saying, quote, when I post videos of women's underwear on my YouTube channel, the number of views goes up and my income increases. Well, I mean,
That's a good argument.
it's a great argument. Yeah. The guy's kind of an entrepreneur.
Yeah, it's not legal though, right?
No, that's super illegal.
Oh.
But the thing is though, the foreign tourist, if she presses charges, she's got to stay in Japan. So she's got to stay in Japan to go to court, right? So the thing is though, he might just get off because he's going to go to jail for this. And then, but the thing is, like, when the whole court case comes,
make money.
she's not going to be there, and then basically he's going to get like kind of like a pass, I guess.
Right.
Because I mean, the thing is, like, if he did that to a Japanese woman, she lives in Japan, right? Or if she's like a young girl and stuff, her parents live in Japan, they're definitely going to press charges. So the thing is, like, I mean, this guy, I mean, would definitely get like completely screwed, but because he did it to a foreign tourist. Maybe
A little bit harsher? No.
It's not gonna be harsh,
That's harsher. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's in jail now, and his name's on the internet. His name's on Got Fitted Japan.
Oh,
So,
his name is there.
yeah, according to police, there has
Fucking
been a recent increase in the posting of such videos of foreign women feeding deer. Okay, well, that's the story. Oh my God, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So, all right, Scott, the next story goes to you. And this story is actually something that we kind of touched upon. And how long is this story? This story is super short, so you can read this story.
I think I can read it.
Dude, for how drunk I am right now, dude.
Fukuoka woman arrested for riding a bicycle while drunk. Okay. Yeah, we've been there. You don't hear much about DUI charges involving bicycles, but despite not being as potentially destructive as their motorized counterparts, bicycles are... Just explaining about bicycles. Bicycles are moving at fast enough speeds to cause serious injury, of course. Perhaps it's just because the police attention tends to be on other matters that drunk cyclists manage to slip under the radar unless they're doing something really conspicuous.
Yeah, it's true.
This brings us to May 21st, when a 38-year-old woman was arrested for drunk bicycle riding while riding down Fukuoka City Rocket Park, which, despite its dynamic name, is a fairly quiet residential area.
Yeah.
Very, very residential. Those
It's like
places where you
Park.
ride, you got the 10 miles per hour speed limit.
Yeah.
Anyway, at about 10:30 p.m. on the same day, the woman was spotted by an officer in a patrol car riding her bike while vomiting at the same time. I've done that. Just kidding. Riding her bike while vomiting at the same time, seeing that and worried about her physical condition, the officer called out for assistance. Sure.
Dude, she's riding her bike and puking on herself.
I've done that.
Dude, no way. Dude, you're riding your bike, you're... Oh my God, dude.
That
is
younger. Like it was like 15 years ago. Yeah.
Riding a bike and puking?
Have you ever done that?
Riding a bike and puking at the same time? That's like wait, patting your head and rubbing your belly at the same time. Only few people can do that. I can do that. Can you do that? Can you do this?
I don't want to try.
Oh, come on, dude.
What?
All right, never mind. You can't
pat your head and rub your tummy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Can I puke now?
No, you're gonna make me puke. I'm gonna puke right now watching you.
You're welcome. Anyway, her reaction was to flee the scene, which is of course.
All you gotta do is follow the trail of puke.
Flee your scene on the bicycle, so the officer gave chase.
He probably was just walking. He's like, I'm gonna catch up in like 5 minutes.
So after stopping her, administered a breathalyzer test, found to have blood alcohol level about 4 times the legal limit. She was immediately arrested. Jesus. At first, she denied the charge, but perhaps after sobering up later on, she confessed that she was on her way home after drinking beer at Asagayaminami. Police are currently investigating how much beer there was.
I'm gonna say,
fuck, can you do that? Yeah, whatever.
I don't think they need to investigate. Enough is enough. Like once you puke, that's more than enough.
Good tax dollars.
Yeah.
That's good tax dollars.
You don't have to investigate it. It's just like, I mean,
chalk it up to a fucking drunk, stupid experience, right?
Yeah. But
don't spend any more money on that.
No, right. Absolutely not. But yeah, dude. Once again, if you're driving, don't drink. If you're drinking, don't drive.
Don't bicycle either.
The thing is, though, I think in this situation, I think like maybe she probably lived really close. You know, she like lived in the area or whatever, so she rode her bike there. She's gonna have a couple of drinks. Her friend's like, eeky.
I have a story.
Chug.
Dude, I have a story.
Don't incriminate yourself.
I won't. Okay, a friend I know rode his bike home from the station, and he was riding really fast, and I saw a cop. He saw a cop and waved, and the cop's like, "Hey, stop."
Wait, the cop waved at him or he waved at the cop?
I waved at the cop. I mean, he waved at the cop. So anyway.
All right, let's move forward. Let's move forward.
Anyway, this is a long time ago. I'm not going to this is like fucking statute of limitations, so it's long.
Is there?
Yeah, but it's he say, hearsay. It can't be true anyway if I'm saying it. It could be a lie. Anyway, so I was riding along and I saw the cop. Somebody. And I said, "Hello, how you doing tonight?" And he's flashed his flag. Are you okay?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
How you doing?
At that point, I didn't know any Japanese. I'm like, I'm okay. So I rode off, and he started following me. So then it started becoming a chase. And then I'm like, oh shit, I got to go home really fast.
All right, let's go to the next story.
This is like 10 years ago, man.
This never happened.
Never happened.
This never happened.
Anyway, I made it home, and I got my ID, and they didn't fuck with me.
All right, that's cool.
But like nowadays, if I did that, I'm saying it's a point. There's a point to the story.
The point?
Nowadays, if I did that, I could be arrested.
No, you definitely would be arrested.
You could.
Well, back then, no, 10 years ago, no. You could. I mean, there was no.
This is a good point.
There's no drinking and driving there's drinking and driving, but there's no like drinking and riding a bicycle. Laws back in the day. You know, I mean, geez, every single bartender of every single bar, you would definitely ride a bicycle home. All of them would, you know, everybody did, you know. So, but now, like bartenders are like, guess I'm walking home, you know, or not drinking. So anyway, and which is, I guess, is a good thing, I guess. But anyway, let's see. Okay, let's see. All right, here we go. We've got another story that's really short. Okay, here's a classic. Okay, so how many more drinks do we have?
We have still a bottle.
We got a bottle of wine?
But that's not good.
Fuck, what time is it?
10.
Oh, it's still early. All right, sweet.
Really?
Yeah, of course.
That's early for you? Fuck.
Yeah, it's early for me. Yeah, I go to bed around 3.
Yeah, just read the story, man. This is classic.
All right, here we go.
Classic Japan.
It's a classic Masashi Kosugi. Man arrested for trying to steal.
Live right near.
Man arrested for trying to steal women's underwear from laundromat 450 times, found at his home.
That's not what I said.
Well, close enough. Osaka, aishiteru. Mwah. Police in Osaka have arrested a 44-year-old man in suspicion of attempting to steal women's underwear from a laundromat. According to police, Mitsuru Toyanaga, who is self-employed,
Did he try to steal it before they watched it or after?
well, we're going to find out. Who is self-employed, was arrested on suspicion of attempting to steal 4 pieces of women's underwear from a dryer at a laundromat in Miyakojima ward at around 8 p.m. on the May 8th. Sankai Shimbun reported. A passerby became suspicious of Toyanoga's behavior and detained him on the spot. Police said Toyanaga has admitted to the allegations and has confessed to having stolen women's underwear about 100 times since September last year. God, that's a lot of underwear in like less than a year, right? Jesus. So September from there, that's like 9 months? Around 450 items of women's underwear were found at his home, stored by color in a chest in his drawers. So this guy basically stole all his underwear and he color-coded it. That's kind of crafty. He's got his yellows, he's got his whites, he's got his greens, his oranges, his pinks. Maybe he's got his thongs, he's got his fucking granny panties. He's got the whole variety all fucking worked out and stuff. This guy, he's self-employed for a reason. This guy knows how to fucking do business.
Well, this one is actually employed.
Well, he's self-employed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically
he's selling that shit.
Oh, you think that's his thing? Oh my God. Yeah, that's it. That's why he's self-employed. He's self-employed but you know what the funny thing is? It's just like, usually when people steal underwear, it's dirty underwear, you know?
Yeah.
They break into people's houses and stuff and they steal underwear and stuff. You know, I think a lot of perverts like dirty underwear and stuff, you know? Clean underwear. I mean, why would you steal clean underwear? Like, all right, I'm not an underwear guy. I don't care about underwear. Underwear for me is just not my thing. I think pee and farts is just super gross. It's not my thing. It makes me sick. Dude, I'm gonna puke if I start even thinking about it. But the thing is, it's just like, if you're gonna steal clean underwear, why don't you just buy it? I mean, this guy, 450 items, I guess maybe it's kind of expensive. I mean, how much does women's underwear cost? Have you ever bought women's underwear? I've never bought women's underwear.
Wow. No.
I've never gone to
Definitely not for myself, but
I've never been to, like, in America, we got that place, Victoria's Secrets.
I have. Not for myself, but for somebody else. Yeah.
You know, I do appreciate a good thong. But wait, women's underwear is kind of expensive, isn't it? It's got to be.
Everything is expensive these days, but I don't know. I wouldn't even check. I don't know.
I have no idea, but I'm sure it's kind of expensive.
But like, I think.
You think
what's the crime? Stealing, right?
Yeah, he's stealing underwear.
Stealing, like, is just theft.
It's theft. But I mean, it's not good theft. You know, he didn't steal bread to feed his family.
Like, if you're like stealing fucking dirty underwear, like pulling them off, and that's fucking worse. But,
well, that's really bad.
How long you get arrested for that?
So, you mean what is the penalty?
Yeah.
Of stealing women's underwear from a, well, I mean, it's not good. I mean, you don't want that on your record.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, what if he loses?
It sounds like he's trying to run a business.
Oh, but I mean, well, maybe this boosts his business. If that's his business, they're like, oh, this is the guy to go to.
Oh, man, this guy's
well, maybe it's not. Maybe he gets busted. Like, oh, we can't go to this guy anymore. This guy gets popped. Yeah. I don't know. But anyway.
I've had some shit like that run through my company.
People are stealing your underwear.
Not
like,
stealing.
Oh man, I don't know what kind of underwear you wear.
You bid on Yahoo auction. They have that shit on all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and of course, like I don't deal with that shit. It's like some of that shit runs through, and you're like, what the fuck is this?
Why would? Yeah, I'm not an underwear guy. You know that's weird. I mean, I like it with my wife. You're not an
underwear guy? Do you?
I wear underwear. My wife wears underwear. I love when my wife wears. Well, you don't. I think most people do wear underwear, you know?
I think so. Boxers. Why do... Never mind.
Yeah, I'm a briefs guy, but whatever.
A briefs guy, yes.
But anyway, Yeah, I don't know. The whole stealing underwear kind of thing and stuff is just not my thing. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
They always
Okay.
do that in Japan. What the fuck?
Oh, this is big
like
as
the
Japan.
fucking-
Then in Germany, it's all about like shitty underwear.
But they steal fucking stinky socks here too. Socks. I've heard socks stealing here.
I've never done a story about socks. Maybe socks were part of it, but they didn't report that. They always
But,
put
like
report
this is a
underwear.
long time ago.
Never,
I've heard that.
never done a story. This since 2009. I've been doing Got Faded Japan. I've never done a story where somebody.
Okay, so this was 2008.
Not that I remember. Me, I was kind of drunk, right?
Right. This was 2008 then.
Oh, really?
And then they like
back in the day.
back in the before your time.
Nah.
I read
I was here.
a guy pushed down like schoolgirls and started stealing their socks, and then just took off and started selling that shit.
Was it Quentin Tarantino? He's a sock guy. He's a foot guy. There are foot guys out there. I don't get.
I don't get it either. I don't know.
The foot guy's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a leg guy. I like legs, but I like looking at legs. I would never steal legs. Give me your legs.
Well, you might steal pantyhose. All that shit.
Prosthetic legs.
Oh.
Oh my god.
No.
That's weird. Okay.
Anyway, too personal.
Okay. All right. So here we go. All right. 3 men arrested for possession of several thousand hermit crabs. No, that's stupid.
That's stupid. Dueling. That's
Dueling. Okay, here we go. Dueling. There we go.
it's you.
I just read the last one.
No, I did. No.
I read the last one, so you got this one.
Shit.
I did the one about underwear.
You did. All right.
I did.
All
right, so this is all right. Faders. All right, okay. Faders, we're getting too faded right now to the point where like reading these is just ridiculous. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna read one more article. Then after that, we're gonna call it a night. And thank you so much for fading with us.
Thank you. Thank you for bearing.
Yeah.
Saitama woman arrested for dueling.
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 God.
What is that?
You know, dueling. It's like like two people get together and stuff. And
Of
have
course, I know
pistols.
that.
Yeah.
But like, why do you get arrested for that?
Well,
I guess
people
we'll
die.
find out.
Right here, let me make this a little bit bigger so it's easier to read.
I'm not that old. That's too.
Hey, man. Hey. Woo. Ho.
Yes. Japanese history is full of dueling, both real and legendary. And the image of two samurai squaring off in a moonlit field is so iconic you probably already have your favorite scene from cinema, anime, or video games in your head just reading this. However, as was the case in most countries, these kinds of arranged fights for honor fell out of fashion and were ultimately outlawed. Thank you for the history. But unlike other countries, the arrests for dueling seem to pop up every once in a while, such as May 26, when two women ages of 19 and 16 were busted for the age-old practice of trying to hurt each other for the sake of their honor.
Wow.
Ooh. The incident happened on April 7th, when one woman summoned the other, who was a rival gang, there's gangs in Japan, and
Tons of gangs.
to one-on-one fistfight in a plaza, Amiya Ward, Saitama City. When they arrived, they squared off and engaged in their battle for honor. It was like a Pokemon battle, seriously.
Oh my God.
When they arrived at the square and engaged in battle for honor between 8:35 to 9, a witness called police who arrived on the scene and picked up the combatants. They have both admitted to charges of dueling against them. What's the crime? You might be wondering why they were arrested for dueling. Yeah, it was. And not just the regular modern things like assault, disturbing the peace. First, dueling is defined as a fight that's prearranged and at a certain time and place, but not sanctioned as a sport like boxing, judo. To put it in another way, everyone in X-Men and Street Fighter appears to be committing the crime of dueling, but everyone in Tekken is not, because that's been sanctioned. What the fuck? By the King of Iron first tournament, despite the occasional use of swords, missiles, and exploding robot. Okay, we got it. Okay, Tekken is, you can't use swords. Anyway, because of this, police can certain advantages of technicalities of the crime. Mainly charges of dueling cannot be applied to combatants, but also to anyone else involved in organizing the fight. This can also be used one of many charges allowing for a rearrest. For example, these women were currently being held in dueling charges for up to a maximum of 23 days. But if police wish to hold them longer, they can rearrest them for assault for the 23 days. They probably will too, because police suck here. And the other charges after extend to their custody even longer. Readers of the News Online expressed concern that we still have to deal with dueling in 2025, but some felt that it wasn't so bad for people to settle the differences, like a fucking, what do you call that in the old days? Dueling, gunshot, Old West.
This is different from dueling. Actually, like I think dueling just basically means fighting in this case.
I actually feel a lot stupider reading this. So,
yeah, absolutely. I when it said dueling, the whole title of the article, I thought like two people entered with knives and like two, it was like Thunderdome.
Something.
Two people entered, one person left, right? I thought that was like the whole thing, and I was like, all right, now this is definitely a fucking crime. This is like something like that's really serious. But the thing is, it's just like in this case, I really think that it's just like basically it's like two people got together, they don't like each other, they disagree, and they want to fight and prove something. Somebody's going to be a winner, somebody's going to be a loser.
But somebody called the police, and then they could.
Somebody called the police, and they got fucked, right? So I don't think it's dueling, but I think they got both slapped with this dueling law and stuff, which I don't think is like really fair, because I think there is something kind of like this, because I mean, if you go to Shibuya by Ruby Room, they have the fucking like the Fight Club bar where you can have some drinks and then you can go in the ring and fight your friends and stuff, right? I mean, but it's just like, I mean,
as long as you pay money to do it.
You pay money to do it.
Fun.
You pay money to do it, and you got to wear like headgear, and you got to wear like gloves and stuff. But you can like have some drinks, you get kind of fucked up, and then you fight your friend in a ring and shit, right? Yeah. And then, I mean, they should have done this. How are they high school kids, right?
I feel stupid.
They're 16 and 19. So pretty much they should have waited a couple of years, and if they still had beef, they should have basically just gone to the Fight Club bar, had some drinks, and then beat the shit out of each other. And
you never know the background story anyway, so you just get the fucking just what it is. But yeah. Arrested for that? What the
I don't know, but they're like kids. So, I mean, if they're like 16 and 19, the 19-year-old person might get
23 days.
Huh?
23 days.
Well, I mean, anybody that gets arrested. All right, if you
Japan, if you get arrested, they try to fucking hold you here.
Just stay away from illegal things. Just don't do anything illegal. Stay away from violence. Stay away from narcotics. Stay away from dueling. Dueling, guys, stay away from it. It's not for you. It's not for me. You want to duel? No, don't duel. Right? Yeah. I don't even think it should be called duel, because I think duel is like with like knives or guns.
But this reminds me of like Dragon Ball or Pokemon or fucking.
Yeah, I'm pretty much like all anime is about dueling.
Yeah, it's like
everything.
Of course, this is influence.
Yeah, geez, Louise. But anyway, I guess that's Got Faded Japan for tonight. Faders, thank you so much for fading with us tonight.
Happy Friday the 13th.
Happy Friday the 13th. Scott, it's so good to fucking hang out with you, man.
Go watch a good horror movie tonight.
Oh my God! Yes. If you're in America, you're like 12 hours before this. So if you see this now, watch Friday the 13th. Please do that. I recommend Friday the 13th Part 6. Which one do you recommend?
I recommend Nightmare on Elm Street, Dream Warriors.
That's not Friday the 13th, but it's close enough.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, we're
faded. Yep.
Faded. This is Got Faded Japan. Hey, that's what happens.
We're gonna edit that, but like
I ain't editing shit. But anyway, stay away from these. These are just way too strong.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Bubbly wonderfulness. And faders, thank you very much for tuning in to Got Faded Japan. And I just want to say thank you very much, Scott, for being here. Dude, Creepdown is like one of my favorite bands here in Japan. Yeah, what you do is absolutely fantastic. Your shows are so fucking great. Yeah, what you guys do is so good. For the longest time, you guys have been spreading so much entertainment and joy throughout Japan.
We just want to involve anyone that wants to be there. That's all.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Everyone have a good time. That's it.
Everybody has a good time at your shows. I have a great time. I go to most of your shows. I've been booking you guys for ages and stuff. You guys are absolutely amazing. Faders, we're going to play a couple of songs after this podcast. Definitely listen to those. Definitely go down to the show notes and follow Creepdown. Check out their videos, buy their merch, hang out with them. When you come to Japan, see their shows and stuff. And don't try to choke him out or anything like that. Even if he gives you a high five, the whole high five, it's all good.
Don't steal my underwear.
Don't steal his underwear. You don't want it, trust me. But yeah, faders, thank you so much for tuning into this very special episode on Friday the 13th. What a special episode it is. I usually don't get this faded anymore on Got Faded Japan. You know,
I'm a fucking bad influence.
Yeah. Well, I think we're both bad influences. But faders, thank you so much, and we'll definitely fade with you again next time. Thank you so much. Go to the Patreon, have a good night, and be safe on Friday the 13th. We love you. Mwah. Peace.
Thank you.